he was a troll. He's trolling. So, the guy's name was Jay Branscombe, and he posted this picture of Steven Spielberg next to the Triceratops. You guys remember in Jurassic Park, Ellie Slater was like, oh, she ate some berries, and she stuck her hand in the poop and stuff? Yeah. It's that Triceratops. It's from way back in 1990. He put, disgraceful photo of recreational hunter happily posing next to a Triceratops he just slaughtered. Please share so the world can name and shame this despicable man. Obviously... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Obviously, he didn't actually kill a Triceratops. They're not alive. But... just had to play the Jurassic Park music. But that did not stop the internet full of morons from replying with such great things. Some of those best replies were... Someone pointed out, that's Steven Spielberg, director of Jurassic Park. Someone replied, I don't care who he is. He should not have shot that animal.
So, wait, so this is a known troller?
The guy who posted it was a troller, and then there's a whole bunch of idiots. Like, you know, there's that girl right now who's getting a lot of flack on Facebook for posting pictures of the animals she killed.
Uh-huh.
So this guy did the same thing. Steven Spielberg sitting by a Triceratops and said he killed him.
Ah.
And so people have just literally gone insane thinking he actually killed a Triceratops.
What? Okay, you really got to think, though. Where would the internet be without idiots?
Hang on. Here's the best one. This one's like a paragraph. He's a disgusting, inhumane prick. I'd love to see these hunters be stopped. I think zoos are the best way to keep these innocent animals safe. Assholes like this piece of shit are going into these beautiful animals' homes and killing them. It's no different than someone coming into your home and murdering you. That is what is so selfish about people that hunt. They're uneducated.
I just pictured a poacher going into the house and dinosaurs. Very awful show after that. It's not a children's show.
They're uneducated, and their way of thinking is, well, these animals are overpopulating and are going to die anyway. Well, human beings are overpopulating, and guess what? If we were to kill an innocent human being and use that as an excuse, we'd be in prison. I think it's time to say the same thing about animal rights. Steven Spielberg, I'm disappointed in you. I'm not watching any of your movies again, animal killer.
Oh, trolls and idiots. They're all over the place.
Yes, so, I mean, you can find people everywhere that are this dumb, but these are just some fun examples that I...
Dumb butts.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
So, if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, it's pretty funny. All these people who... Some of them could be trolls, some of them seem pretty genuine about their distaste for Steven Spielberg and his dinosaur poaching skills.
Yeah, and there's a significant level of idiots on the internet, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, there's a lot of people who are afraid it's the same people who thought Titanic was a live documentary. So,
people were filming the Titanic sinking and no one did a thing about it.
But that's going to segue into this week's topic at hand. What should we call this? Tyler, name the special segment. It changes every week. Doesn't have any special title. Whatever you name it, we will call it. Do it in the chat box now.
So there.
Name it something.
Anything.
That way we can just stop calling it the special segment.
Special segment!
Don't watch.
I'm glad we're on the same path right there.
He's going to type special segment. Watch.
Well, we can call it special segment, put quotations around it, but we're the only ones who are going to know the joke.
If you guys are wondering why we're yelling at Tyler, we do have a chat going on right now over at Spreaker.com/SLYK radio during our live shows. You can chime in anytime. Tyler's in there all by his lonesome.
Yep, and he named the special segment for this week.
What is it?
The Tyler is Awesome segment.
Alright, the Tyler is Awesome segment. You're going to love this topic. We were talking about morons. Morons everywhere!
Are you in support of morons?
So, more of it goes towards some of the internet stuff, such as people having blind faith in random things on the internet, which we'll talk about this first, such as Beliebers thinking Justin Bieber can do no wrong.
Oh, I hate Bieber and I hate Beliebers.
Or people that think everything they read on Wikipedia is correct.
It's like people who, make statements that are little factoids that they learn from memes. Because memes are all true.
Yep, exactly. So, I mean, obviously, if you're listening to our show, either you stumbled upon the butthole of the internet, or
I'm going to Google that.
the butthole of the internet.
Yeah, I'm
going to find 4chan. Or you have some type of complicated sense of humor and some type of intellectual statement. We hope. So more than likely, you're not someone who thought Titanic was a make-believe film or that it was a documentary. But there.
It's funny how people call 4chan the butthole of the internet.
It's true. We've taken that title.
Images.
Oh boy. So I mean, there's just things that I just don't understand, and I hate to say kids today because it makes me sound really old, but kids today.
You know what? Children today. Because
that's kids and children.
No, I don't. What? There's kids, and then there's children. Kids are generally an age range. Children can be people who are all the way up to 80.
True, there can be adult children.
So
it's one of those things. Like, what was it when Justin Bieber? What did he do?
Well, he wrecked his car.
No.
Speaking of Bieber, did anyone see that the new Selena Gomez boob pics?
Boob pics.
Boob pics.
Yeah, just randomly, Selena Gomez had nit pics online. Yep.
Yeah, that's not random. Her and Bieber were fucking.
Yeah. There was something that he did that people were like, "Deport Bieber! Deport Bieber!" I don't remember what. It involves something.
Well, here, you keep talking. I'll look up stupid things Bieber has done.
But it comes down to the fact that he committed a crime. Oh, it was when he was speeding. But then they found out he wasn't actually speeding. So everyone was like, oh, he was driving under the influence and speeding, blah, 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 blah.
Well, there's also the graffiti that he was doing in Australia.
Yeah, but you can't be deported from the United States for something you did in Australia. But no, he was speeding in Miami under the influence of alcohol, supposedly.
Ah.
So the whole thing was everyone's like, oh my god, deport him, blah, 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 blah. On normal circumstances, he wouldn't be deported, but, he deserves to... He doesn't deserve the Lindsay Lohan treatment, let's put it that way. He deserved to go in front of the judge, pay a fine, everything else. I could not believe the mass million of people, I'm sorry little girls, but stupid little girls jumping behind Justin Bieber saying, "Stop being mean! He's just a human, everyone makes mistakes!"
Because humans always compare themselves to, Anne Frank.
Yeah. Anne Frank would have been a believer.
He signed the guest book, truly inspiring to be able to come here. Anne was a great girl. Hopefully, she would have been a believer.
Yeah, so hopefully, if Anne Frank was born in this generation, she'd listen to his music.
Yeah, probably not.
Anyway, it's just blind, stupid faith. Like, I understand he, at one point in time, was a talented musician.
In October 2013, Bieber forced 2 bodyguards to carry him up the Great Wall of China.
It's true, yep. This isn't the Justin Bieber section. This is the Tyler's Awesome section.
I know.
So, I mean, there's just things where he would commit a crime, and, he deserves, everything we can give him. But if some dude who wasn't famous that they deemed ugly committed the same crime, they'd be like, people don't need to be drinking all the time. Throw them in jail, because, it's just fucking double standards. It's
I agree.
Stupid internet morons. And that goes back to the Triceratops. Plain and simple.
Don't murder Triceratops and post it on the internet.
I know. And there's a difference between trolls and morons, and that's one thing I want to point out.
Yeah, well, there's a big significant difference, but the only thing about the internet, just much like texting, you can't really express and or prove whether or not you're a troll or an idiot sometimes.
Right.
You have to establish yourself. Otherwise, you just look at dumbass all the time.
But typically, a troll is someone trying to solicit responses from the morons. Mm-hmm. The morons are the ones that feed the trolls.
Yeah.
Unless it's a troll trolling a troll, in which then it's a big troll battle, and they're attacking each other with clubs under the bridge, and then only one troll can leave.
And the other one has sex with Bieber.
Yep. Trolls.
Yeah.
They're like onions.
Mm-hmm.
They have layers.
Yeah, well, they are like the onion.
Like ogre.
They're like
Ogres
the onion.
Have layers, not trolls. My bad. Trolls are the weird dolls with the big puffy hair.
Well, Well, but I was thinking is that they're like the Onion, because the Onion basically is a giant troll website.
Yep.
And it's amusing how often I've seen people post stuff from the Onion thinking that is true and factual.
I love posting things from The Onion when it is true and factual. So,
How often does that happen, though?
For example, the Santa Barbara shooter, that kid that shot up UCSB, the next day, The Onion posted a story that said, "No way to prevent this, says only nation where this regularly happens."
Ugh. Nice.
So, that's satirical, but 100% correct.
True.
It's
very true, yeah.
No way to prevent this is the only place where it happens. But, I mean, going with the trolls, I mean, everyone's like, oh, we need to stop trolls, we need to stop cyberbullying. No, you need to watch what your kids are doing on the internet.
Yeah, that really is the biggest part.
When I was 13 and 14, I was allowed to be online for an hour a weekday or 2 hours on a weekend day, and I had my parents could regularly check and see what websites I was on.
Let's see, when I
When
was
I was 13 and 14. When I got older, I had more freedom.
When I was 13, 14, I was still outside riding my bike, building shit and hanging out in forts and stuff.
Oh, no, I was still outside too. I mean, I was only allowed online. This is back in the days of dial-up.
I get you.
It's. I mean, I was allowed on. Well, at my dad's house because they had a second line, so I could be on the internet whenever I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Mom's house, I was only allowed on 5 minutes at a time because a phone call would come in. But no, I mean, so it's one of those things where I'd be online a little bit, but then I go outside and do stuff. I really, morons on the internet goes back to the fact that we're all too plugged in.
Yeah.
So it goes down to the fact that when the only thing you know is the internet, that's going to be the thing you trust and believe.
It is true. Because if it's on the internet, it's true.
Because I will gladly pull out an Encyclopedia Britannica and fight anything on Wikipedia that might happen to be in the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh, yeah. You can't prove all points on the internet.
Book, what up?
But, I mean, heck, you can even Google Encyclopedia Britannica. But
True.
It's just one of those things is you can't trust all these frickin' information websites.
Do you remember those commercials back in the day where they try and get people to buy the Encyclopedia Britannica?
Oh, I know.
And it was like $2.99 for all volumes. We'll even throw in Q for free.
It's only what was it? I remember one that was like, it's only $10 a month for 15 years.
It was like,
or only 10 years or something like that.
It was like 10 payments of $29.99 monthly. So after 1 year, you will completely have paid off your collection of Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I was like, oh, great, that's so useful. I've always wanted to have, like shelf weights.
Books I don't move.
Yeah. It's like no one just cracks open an encyclopedia and is just like, well, what do I want to learn today?
But I think there's other things that, like, when it gets to the point that colleges and high schools have to put in... When they have to redo MLA styling to say Wikipedia is not a valid source, that means that a lot of people are doing it. A rule only exists because someone did it.
FYI, there is a Wikipedia page.
Is there really?
I started it.
Oh.
I haven't put anything in there.
You got me all excited. I thought someone started a Wikipedia page for us.
No one likes us that much.
Tyler, get on that.
Yeah.
You have a task.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to try to pull that shit up. Maybe someone wrote something on there.
These guys suck. A lot. Dude. But, overall, I'd love to hear what everybody else says. This is not... I don't think it is. No. Okay. This is not the not into it. So, you guys, if you just want to sound off on it at any point in time, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, just let us know. How do you deal with morons on the internet? Are you a moron on the internet? It's you are listening to our show. Tyler said something.
Oh, already on
it. Awesome.
Cool.
So, overall, morons and trolls, they're going to exist no matter what. There were real-life trolls before there was an internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, look at Carrot Top.
Oh, God. He looks like a troll.
Exactly.
Well, he used to look like a nerdy kid, but now he looks like a physical, troll.
I can literally think of the first person that comes to mind when I think of real-life troll is probably Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Or Howard Stern. Remember back in the early to mid-90s when he did, Buttman and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
Trolls are everywhere.
Real-life trolls.
All right, let's take a break.
Oh, yeah. Because we got some awesome music. It's local music. We have played them on the show before. We keep